teaching us how to do some blast beats today. You're just playing a play along that we're going to be releasing for everybody in Drumeo at the end of the week. So it's going to be yours to do exactly what Sean did on Friday, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, welcome everyone. Before we get going too much, I got a lot of stuff on my little platform desk here because we're going to be giving away quite a bit of stuff. And we're not going to do it the same way we usually do it. We are going to now, for this lesson in particular, we're going to give it away based on YouTube comments. A lot of people in the chats say they don't have Facebook, so we're going to change it up a bit this time. What we're going to do, first off, let me just tell you what we're going to give away first. I'm going to let you catch your breath. You look pretty tired.
I'm getting there.
Cool. First off, Bass Drum Secrets. This is a pack that we've had. It's been selling out for about a year. Sean Lang's on there. I'm one of the drummers on there. Jared Falk is another drummer on there. We all teach different techniques. It's an awesome course, guys. Absolutely amazing. Online and physical copy is yours if you win. Okay. Other thing we're going to give away is a 3-month Drumeo. You do that pretty much every week. And lastly, the cool thing that I'm really looking forward to start giving away. Check out this stick bit. Here, put it up at that camera there.
That thing is sweet. Right here?
Yeah, put it right there.
There we go.
Our own Drumeo stick bags, embroidered and everything. We've got a few of those here that we're going to give away. Open it up, check it out. Cool. So in order to do that, you guys got to go to YouTube, subscribe to our channel, and where we release all of our free drumming videos for Drumeo is Free Drum Lessons. That's the channel name. freedrumlessons.com. Subscribe to our channel. And once this video gets released, it's going to be released on Monday. We're going to pretty much open the doors for this contest. All we're going to be doing is getting you guys to give us some sort of cool feedback, positive feedback, hopefully. Give us any kind of comment you want on the video. Like the video, obviously, too. And what we're going to do is on June 18th, which is next Monday, we're going to close it. And I'm going to choose randomly 3 winners from there. You're going to get either the drumstick bag, Bass Drum Secrets, which is a $200 course, and a month free of Drumeo, or a month free of Drumeo. You can split those apart, so you're not just getting them all. Okay, so does that make sense? On Wednesday, we're releasing this video on YouTube. For everyone here who needs some time to sign up for YouTube, or for any of you who's missing out on this and watching this in the archive or in the YouTube as soon as we release it, like the video, subscribe to our channel, give us a comment on this video, guys. What's the best thing you like about Drumeo? Who's your favorite instructor? Anything, how long you've been playing drums for, just give us a comment, and I'm going to choose randomly from there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Cool. So everybody who's a member, get your questions in right away if you can. It's going to be an awesome lesson. I talk too much, I've been told. So Sean, why don't you take it away and teach us some blast beats?
Alrighty. Well, introduction to blast beats. Most of you probably know what blast beats are, but for those of you who don't, it's very simple at its roots, but it gets a little bit trickier as you start bringing it up to the speed that it's useful at. So basically, it's going to be single strokes with the right and left hand. So right, left, right, left, right, left. Usually, the right is going to be, well, rather than right and left, let's say lead hand and then slave hand or backbeat. So the lead hand is going to be either on a ride cymbal or a crash cymbal or a hi-hat. Typically, the ride cymbal or the hi-hat. So all the demonstrations will be on either of those. So it's going to be single strokes between the two. So your lead hand is going to be on the cymbal and your other hand is going to be on the snare. So kind of like just very, very simple. And then obviously you're going to add the kick in there as well, which is going to be, again, with your lead hand and your lead foot. So it's very simple. As you can see in example number 1, that's the traditional blast beat. There's another blast beat that we'll cover after the traditional, but it's really, really simple. And we should just probably go through the first example so you can see.
Cool. And we do have Smart Beat technology.
Smart Beat technology.
So Kyle, you want to get that ready? You'll play it first and let's play it later.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. And awesome. So as you can see, it's just single stroke roll. Very, very simple. And at that speed, it's sort of boring too, but that's never the speed that we're going to play it at. Now, the way I was playing it, I was using one bass drum pedal. As you get faster and faster and faster, you might find it a little bit difficult to keep up with one pedal, and so you might decide to use 2. When I'm going really, really fast, I tend to just use 2. It feels the most natural when I'm coming out of the double bass beat and I go into a blast beat. My feet can continue moving, and I just change the groove. So we should probably do it a little bit faster. This won't be with the smart beat technology.
No. Did you want a specific time? I can do a tempo or a click, or do you want to just go free?
I'll just go for it. First I'll play it with a single pedal, and then I'll play it with a double pedal. You'll also notice that the sound does waver a little bit. With the double pedal, you're not getting necessarily the same consistent tone, but when you're getting up to faster speeds and your kick is EQ'd to be very punchy, you might not really notice the difference. So I'm just going to play it single and then double.
Okay, so that was really fast. Maybe a little in between speed.
A little in between speed.
Okay, sure.
So for our in between speed there, halfway through, I went from single to double. You probably heard a slight difference. So that is the traditional blast beat, kind of 4/4 feel, and then there's also another version that we like to do in a triplet feel. And we have that on the smart beat as well.
Yeah, number 2. It's always that over. There we go.
triplet feel, that type feel. And again, this one can be with one pedal or 2, and then speed up by at 1. So now we'll speed it up a little bit so you can see how it's slightly different. We're going to higher tempos that it'll be more easy to hit.
Do you mind if I give you a click for this? Because with a triplet, feel it nice to have a pulse that you kind of refer the triplets to.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, it'll just sound like fastest things. Give me 1 second here. Do you want to pick a number?
Let's say 380. Let's say 140.
Oh, man, you're vicious. Here we go. 140 quarter notes.
All right, I got this.
Okay, let's try it a little slower. Unbelievable, though. Okay, let's go 120.
So with the faster tempo that we played there, you'll notice that I switched over to the ride. I was playing around a little bit with the bell. This is something that's really handy with tempos that get a little bit, or time signatures that get a little bit murkier at high tempos, like what we just did. So what I was actually doing was accenting pulse, and it's a really common thing done in blast beats, so that all the other musicians, when it's going full tilt, they still know where the actual count is. Because even though it's going crazy, just wall of sound, there's still always a rhythm to it.
Yeah, I actually was going to mention that when you're doing it, it made it come together a lot better at that fast tempo.
Yeah, cool. Exactly. Now, actually, before we switch to the next blast, which is the hammer blast, I'm going to show you a little bit more things that you can do with accent, just really, really, really quickly. Because if you just go into it, blast beats, just full bore, without really having any sort of anchor, you might find yourself a little bit lost. Your band mates might find themselves a little bit lost too. So, just some quick ideas here. It's going to be nice and slow for you as well. Okay. So this is first going to be the triplet.
in the quarter notes with the bell of the ride.
Exactly. And you can do that going with the hi-hats, switching to a crash or splash, or maybe just hitting it a little bit harder or down for the edge rather than the tip. There's a lot of different ideas you can use, but it's always good to make sure that you are in control of the rhythm and you're not just kind of blindly going as fast as you can.
Awesome. We had somebody here who just joined us. He asks, I'm just trying to look at it here. Coup Flesh actually just joined us and said, what exactly is a blast beat and why is it called a blast beat?
A blast beat, it's really just a barrage of notes that we've kind of added a rhythm to. It's just a single stroke between the right and the left hand, and then you add the kick to whichever hand is your lead. And it's going to be played at very fast tempos. You'll usually see it at 16th notes from 180 BPM and up. You'll see it slower, but if it's any slower, it's more called like a skate beat or a D beat or something like that. So it's used in metal, and it's called a blast beat because it just sounds like a blast of sound. Like I'll show you real quick again. It's just it's what you play at your highest dynamic range of the song. The song is really going nuts. You play that blast and everything just kind of it's moved together.
Cool. And if you guys don't know already, this whole week is a heavy metal week. We're devoted Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all to heavy metal.
So I'll be seeing you again.
So you'll be seeing Sean again for those who are members, but I thought this is the most, my opinion, is one of the coolest ways to kickstart an introduction to blast beats. So continue with hammer beats.
Yeah, the next blast is called the hammer blast. And where the traditional blast beat had an alternating feel, right, left, right, left, right, left, the hammer blast is everything, think of it everything at the same time. So it's going to be the kick, the snare, and the hat, or the ride, or whatever symbol, all at the same time. And it sounds very simple, but when you start speeding that up faster and faster and faster, your hands have a tendency to want to flam, and your kick has a tendency to want to fall in between or after. So we will play the first example of Smart Beat technology, and you'll see exactly what I mean. By itself, it just sounds like a collection of shots. So like the traditional blast beat, we just need to raise the tempo. Otherwise, it's not really useful in any form of music that I would listen to, really.
Cool. Want to do this one faster?
We'll do it faster now. Yeah, why don't you give me a tempo to A to me?
Okay, let's do, we'll start with 140. 140. These are 8 notes. So.
Those are 8 notes?
Yep.
Good, I was thinking.
No, those are quarters. But the exercise is at 8 notes. I can go faster.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah. Speed.
Blast speed.
What about 200? Is that good for you?
We'll do 200, and my comfort zone with the pedal will go to the double pedal. It's a little bit more comfortable for me, so you'll notice it will switch into it.
Okay, here we go. I noticed you went to open style there for a little bit. Is that just an emotional decision, or was there a technique thing around that?
Just changing the tone, really. I didn't want you guys to get bored with the sound, so we went from this from the hi-hat, and we raised it up again another dynamic level. And went to the China. The hammer blast is a really nice blast, I find, to add to a crash cymbal or a China, whereas the traditional blast I find is nicer on a softer sounding cymbal like the hi-hat or a ride cymbal. Cool. So yeah, now we also have the triplet form of this, just kind of like we have with the traditional blast.
Excellent. Number 4, I believe, on the sheet.
So a little slow, feels a little bit more blasty. That's a word. But I think that Dave's queuing up the faster
I
time.
am 165.
165 triplets. So we'll try it. Try it.
I'll go to 160. There you go. Let's double this. Double the tempo.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. That was a little bit fast for me, but as you noticed, I actually started changing the pattern I was doing with the cymbal here. One thing I like to do to relieve tension when you're going full bore and you feel like it's going to fall apart, rather than let it fall apart, I like to switch the ride pattern. So it was going accordions rather than the triplets. And then another trick that I've come across, and you can look it up on YouTube, is I think we call it lazy blast beats or hybrid blast beats. It's one of our videos. Is I actually switch hands and get this sort of weird rudimental thing going on. I won't touch on that to search it afterwards. And it's pretty cool.
Cool. I'm going to do that one a little bit slower just to get a good medium drum there. And maybe do what you were talking about, going to different places. And then again, exit before so you can hear it. I'll go to 140.
140, let's do it. So I played around a little bit with the cymbals.
Cool. Ludwig Jarvis says, I think I'd have a seizure if I tried that.
Maybe to start.
Start slow.
It would sound like a seizure, but once you kind of learn how to glue it all together, get it consistent, it starts sounding more like that.
So how did you develop that kind of speed and endurance? Because obviously you don't just start out by, especially with your left hand.
No, it doesn't work. Well, we've actually kind of added a small list here, which will be in the different beats that you kind of use to go in between, your regular, your comfort zone, basically, and then a blast beat, comfort zone, and a blast beat. You're not going to get good just going all in because it's just going to fall apart and it's going to sound like I said, like having a seizure pretty much. So one way that I've worked on my speed, and there's guys that are light years faster than me, and I'm pretty sure they do something very similar to this, is you take a beat that you're comfortable with, and you play that at a tempo that you know that your blast would be uncomfortable at. And you play, when you feel like you're all psyched up, you do the blast. On time, when it starts to feel like it's falling apart, go back to the beat. Always keep it together, always make sure it sounds like what's happening, what you intend to happen. If it feels like it's falling apart, you're just spending too long on the blast. So it's going to alternate between the two. So I find I like to do maybe like 3 bars of a beat and 1 bar blast.